In this video, I would like to talk about when it is better to prune fruit trees in autumn or spring. I'll cover all the pros and cons so you'll have a clear understanding of what works best for your trees. It's a Sprouted Seeds YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Performing this task just when you have free time isn't the right approach. Incorrect timing can cause serious harm, potentially even leading to the tree's death. At best, improper pruning will stunt growth and reduce yields. So let's dive into the details to avoid these outcomes. Any fruit tree undergoes stress and loses immunity when it is trimmed. The winter hardiness of the tree may potentially be diminished by fall pruning. Apple, pear, plum, cherry, and apricot trees, for example, usually withstand cold well. Cuts won't heal immediately in the fall, though, even with proper pruning technique. When winter frost arrives, moisture may leak into the cuts, causing freezing and perhaps causing damage to the wood. 2 to 3 buds along the branch can freeze, and for cold-sensitive trees like peaches, this can cause even more issues. Without any pruning, peaches already struggle with winter damage and often have large amounts of dead wood by spring. So if you prune peach trees in the fall, they're much more likely to suffer damage, and in particularly cold winters, you could lose the tree entirely. In summary, I don't recommend fall pruning for peach trees, nor should young trees under 4 years old be pruned during this time. Younger trees are still developing and vulnerable, so to prevent freezing, it's better to wait until spring. For mature trees like apple, pear, apricot, plum, and cherry, fall pruning is generally safe, though some wood may still freeze back, meaning you'll have to touch up those areas come spring. A bit of double work. Another advantage of spring pruning is that it causes less harm, as wounds heal much faster in spring. You'll need to complete the pruning before the sap starts flowing, and while the buds are still dormant. In spring, you can also clearly identify which branches are winter damaged, making it easier to know what needs to be removed. To shield the cuts from moisture after fall pruning, it's a good idea to apply a wound sealant, which is easily found online or at garden supply stores. Use a pruner or lopper instead of a saw whenever you can. Clean cuts heal better and faster than jagged ones. So, those are the key benefits and drawbacks of pruning in spring and fall. The choice of when to prune ultimately depends on your specific circumstances and tree type.